The third movie in the Equalizer series is in theaters now, but will this final movie be a satisfying ending to Robert McCall's story, or will we be left wanting more? I'm Emily from Does It Hold Up, and this is our spoiler-free review. Equalizer 3 sees Robert in Italy, as he seemingly finds a place to call home after being injured on a mission. When the local mafia threatens the peace, however, Robert must brush off his retirement to save his new home and family, all the while he's being investigated for tipping off the CIA to a drug ring that is funding a radical group. This entry into the franchise opens with a bang that was largely given away in the trailers. I'll give you 9 seconds to choose your fate. It was a great opening that was classic Equalizer, a suspenseful slow ramp up into heart-pumping action. It was everything that we expected for Robert McCall by this point, but unfortunately this set us up for disappointment for the rest of the movie. After opening with a bang, the rest of the movie felt rather slow and didn't have the same magic as its predecessors. We are thrust into a sleepy seaside village where all the townspeople are too nice, too perfect, too everything. It is as if the series forgot how to get the audience to love imperfect people, and went the easy route of making everyone so innocent that Robert would have no choice but to step in when generic bad guy 1 through 4 came into town with their extortion racket, which has already been done in the franchise. I honestly couldn't tell you the name of any of the side characters, or the villains for that matter. None of them mattered much to the overall story, which is probably why it felt so bland and boring. The main plot was so weak, in fact, that they tried to add on a whole other plot of the CIA investigating a drug smuggling ring that has been funding a terrorist group. Helmed by Emma Collins, Dakota Fanning, the CIA is made to look rather dumb. Instead of being on top of everything as the past government agent Robert deals with, Susan Palmer, Emma acts as if she's figuring all the stuff out while she's really just getting all the information from Robert. Dakota Fanning does alright in this role. Seeing her face off with hardened criminals in her pursuit of the truth was intriguing, but when I signed on to an Equalizer movie, I didn't expect so much of the runtime to be dedicated to an investigation that actually has little to do with Robert and what he's currently working on. I wasn't kidding earlier when I called the villains generic bad guys either, because that is exactly what you get in this movie. There is nothing interesting about a single one of the villains in this story. They have the basic idea that they want people's land or are willing to go to extreme lengths to get them. Boasted as a sort of mafia, we are saddled with 2 waves of baddies, which are put down with so little fight, you may wonder what took Robert so long to deal with them in the first place. None of the criminals in this movie ever pose a credible threat to our hero, so the stakes are incredibly low. It was never a matter of if Robert will win, but when. When will Robert decide when enough was enough to act? Which only added to the slow pace. Now, what everyone comes to an Equalizer movie for is the action, and this edition does deliver. It is as brutal as ever with its kills, both on screen and what you merely see the aftermath of. However, this movie differs from the others in the sense that we rarely see Robert actually set up the action, decide his path, and execute it. Most of the time he's regulated to the shadows, as if he was trying to be Batman. Not only that, but the creativity of the kills is also diminished by the fact that there's just a lot of generic gun violence. While it all looked great, it was just lacking a certain quality that we've come to expect from the franchise. One reason for this change could definitely be the age of our protagonist. Denzel Washington is pushing 70 at this point. It makes sense that he can't do the same action as before. I just wish they could have considered this aspect before making the film, as they could have adjusted what action was done and how they could adapt to still get the same feel to it. All of this made it feel like Denzel was just phoning in this performance. He still works in this role. It just felt like he wasn't giving it his all. One positive thing about this movie is that it is beautiful. From the stunning locations to the impressive cinematography, this was a pretty movie to watch. It definitely made me want to go to Italy to find my very own peaceful seaside escape. In the end, it just didn't feel like an Equalizer movie. It lacked a lot of what made Equalizer and even Equalizer 2 so special. So we are giving Equalizer 3 a B-. From the subpar action to the downright lazy story and character development, I was left wanting more. The ending of the movie, in fact, didn't even feel like the ending of a trilogy. Quite the contrary. It felt like it was trying to set up more movies to come, with a last-minute revelation and the closing of the beginning plotline. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on Equalizer 3, and if it's even the end. If you liked this video, please give it a like, share it with friends, and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Or click the video on the screen right now. Until next time, be the very best you can be, and be kind to those around you. Bye!